Well, well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for herself. I'm your death, swift and subtle, like a blade in the dark. And this here is Pod.
Hello!
Well, I can see which of you two is the... Unfortunately, you're both short on cop.
Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. The plague.
Hey, boss. If she's really sick, maybe we shouldn't get too close.
Shut it, Pod. Let me...
You're doing great so far. Really, man.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one.
Boss, is that true?
What did I tell you, Pod? I do the talking.
Oh, could a watcher really do that? To track down a murderer? I don't believe you, but I don't want to find out I'm...
Nicely done.
I can't do this anymore. Thieving and killing, it's just not in my blood.
You ungrateful nitwit! Once I'm done with the Outlander...
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway.
Is that all you got? Who's ready for more?
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in birds. Bird shit. Must have washed ashore from parts unknown.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Good work out there, Envoy. Only just arrived. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city.
That sound...
Anyway, you can go on ahead. Well, she comes and goes. You never know where she'll turn up, and it's kind of like a nightmare. Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gate.
What? No parting words from me? After all the time we
Shove off, Muttonhead. How's that for a...
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need... At least I'm in good company now. Right?
Envoy!
here? You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here? A space within emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive. Worse, you died. Someone cut short your span. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind. As many as the beetles and worms in the soil. But we do not want that. We could send you back. Just this once. You think of us? With your own escapes, we are moved. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find... Breathe deep. All...
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought... You're alive, somehow. That's what counts.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just to... If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. Hey, I'm sure you would have slung me over your back too.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died. A night of heavy drinking could awaken your soul. Who knows what death could do?
What does this mean for her? Should she expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Ah, look at us, rambling on like you're still the bloodied corpse.
This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit her. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. Good for you. But I need a second opinion before I say. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone.
Sometimes it's easier to ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
Runade's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main. Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassin... Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone. And we should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
Hey! I had a dream about...
You're looking well.
In my dream, you were surrounded by light. You weren't alone either. There were others.
So, you're that godlike. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right? I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand? Galarde. Loffled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an Adiran in the city. Now they're everywhere. That's all very well for His Highness, but it was trouble for my friends. Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Loffled, and if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adirans in the shantytown? Huh. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by it.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul. Exactly. And the required herbs grow in the wilds around Paradis. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Adiran, for the hero who braved the strangle root?
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. No. We had a falling out a while back. It's better. Thank you, Envoy.
Died? But you're here. Gods, am I glad to see you.
None of the clue. I'll keep trying. But there's not much to be done for Fort Northreach.
Envoy, is it really you? I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor? Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. And I can't think of anyone more suited for... You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think no sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. Well, not to mention your abrupt and untimely death. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the... Thank you, Envoy. The island is incapable. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills and destroys. Though, even I must admit, the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final... Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who... Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt. These Paradisian rebels must face justice. The choice is yours, as will be the consequences. All I ask...
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, he's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market. Rough part of town. even by the standards of Paradise. Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods...
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another. An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of You'll have tales aplenty, that's for certain. And a long tapestry. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then...
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Balrog? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Inside the front gates. Killer is still at large. A captain from the Valian Trading Company seeks a criminal known as Trevik. Trevik and his crew are believed armed and deadly.
Hey, so close. But as the point there, it's useless without that Adra.
Right up. I can tell you need... Please buy something. I'm trying to prove a... My sister, the blacksmith, she doesn't think this... Why keep a dagger under your pillow when you can use a ward stone instead? See? You understand? It's not cheating. It's being prepared.
Oh, you are a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods. I know we had one or two disappear lately. Gods took them back, I heard. You should know, this place is heading quickly into a swamp of... Something is happening here. The plants and the animals are... Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local... I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but... Awakened Adra has already failed me. No, I have the misfortune of requiring luminous Adra. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they see... Which is impossible. Yes, I thought so too. But they offered a very sensible... My friends must have lied. Or they got the Adra and they lost it. I can't imagine why... Interesting that you think I'd name names, but... But yes, Adelgund, often by the western gate. I'd be very grateful. I know it looks like I'm crying. Any luminous Adra will do, he said.
Wow, it's really you! I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get... You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I did... Is that the lady who brought you back from the dead? Tej, the ambassador's secretary. He told me you got sniped this... I couldn't believe it. I mean, talk about getting off on the wrong foot. Anyway, don't worry about me. The Sawbones is going to escort me to the clinic any minute. And I'm not exactly in a hurry to see him. Not until I get help from my brother.
If Adir's medics are anything like Rawatai's, we'll hear your screams from 3 blocks away.
Oh, good. That'll be a lot of fun for everyone. My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and trapped, and the floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain... We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. I fear for their lives, Envoy. It's built on ruins. And the ruins, because of the roots, you know, and the earthquakes. We're looking for the man who built the temple, someone the locals call the Oracle. He's a... well, he's like you. A godlike. All the gods but one, I guess? Because he belongs to Aethys. And if the rumors are true, he's the very last of his kind.
Take it from me. Around here, the rumors always have some truth to them.
We just want to talk to him. That's why we went down there. Now my brother's hurt, and my team's in danger, and I'm stuck.
Take it easy, kid.
Sorry. Everyone at the embassies.
Not much. He doesn't get out often. But I've heard he's hundreds of years old and only speaks to God. So, he probably hasn't seen much come. Can't say I blame him. People still fault Aethys for the Saints' War. If I were the earthly avatar of everyone's least favorite god, I'd go into hiding.
If nobody wants him here, then he should leave. Gods, do you mean it? They descended into the temple through a route off. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail mark. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass. Especially my brother, Cadman. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Thank you for hearing me out.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day indeed.
Yours isn't the only ship that's gotten into trouble around here.
Stand back.
Ready, aim. Surprised they let us walk out of here. Reminds me of the Rawatine Navy's punishment for desertion.
Gates open.
Is this what it's like to travel with an envoy? I think you're used to this.
How awful.
Not to worry, go to. Bastards. We caught this one trying to break into the embassy.
Hey, get around me. You're supposed to check in before you...
High Market. A haven of opulence. We should stop by Sansa's sometime. There's nothing like it, that's for sure.
Welcome, welcome. You're back. I warned Gilmund about those Zaribs. It was Zaribs, wasn't it? Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Well, I'll be chomped by a Zarep queen. You're that god... I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom. Interesting... As a matter of fact, I have. Indeed, a young dwarf and his crew stopped by. Seemed agitated, like they were afraid of someone. They were asking all sorts of people. Seems like I was the only one willing to really speak to them. They were asking where they could find luminous Adra, of all things. Can't imagine what they'd needed it for. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough. Well, you've done your reading. You're exactly right. Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous Adra to the island of Castel's Folly. It's possible there's some still there. Castel's Folly is the small island not far from here to the east. It's a difficult place to traverse, but those folks might be desperate enough to try. Question, why are you looking for those sailors? Did the Valian captain send you? Then you're either as desperate or as hard-headed as they are. The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Audra. I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castel's Folly. So,